A group of strangers receive a mysterious message from an old friend from a planet of synthetic life. When tragedy strikes, these intrepid heroes, or should we say intrepid investigators, must solve a murder in Metal City. I'm Jason, and I'll be your GM for this neon-tinted noir mystery.
The name's Tim. I'm wearing the shoes of Dexter Rayne, a shameless, a gumshoe, pounding the pavement in the guts of striving, looking for trouble. And sister, trouble always finds me.
I'm Isis, and I'm playing Voss Seltee, a snarky medical drama actress.
I'm Rue. I use they, he, or Z pronouns, and I'm playing Whose Boughs Are Lit Within, Boughs for short, an inflorescent Kizar Solarian who's a ray of sunlight from the chilling depths of the ice wells.
I'm Jocelyn, and I'm playing Together in Electric Dreams, a contemplative technomancer seeking the spark of life.
I'm John, and I'm playing Xabi Fraglorious, an elder skittermander with a penchant for explosions.
And I'm Alex, and I'll be playing Patsy Van Dyne, a rat about town with her nose in everybody's business.
And now, on with the episode. All right, here we are again. Looks like our investigators are about to get sent up the river. Previously, our intrepid investigators ventured into Archive 404 to find whatever loot the professor may have stashed there. Unfortunately, the virtual archivist went haywire and tried to off them. When the dust settled, they discovered that the prof's items had already been removed. And to make matters worse, striving security forces arrived to pinch the gang for stealing the missing goods. How will the investigators get out of this one? Or will they have their day in machine court? So indeed,
Machine court.
You are in the archive, that room, a sort of white room with a clean floor and everything. And you find where the professor had stashed some goods. Open up that drawer, sort of empty foam divots. And moments later, you hear the sounds of striving security sort of arriving down the elevator. It's several Anasite bots and Lieutenant Hessop, who sort of awkwardly kind of comes in through the door and is kind of looking at you a little bit like, well, here we are again.
It's always such a pleasure.
I will disarm my bomb there.
Fair enough. Yeah. There is a you're also pretty. Some of you are kind of pretty beat up from this particular fight.
Yeah, I would say.
And since they've got like 10, maybe 12 other sort of Anasite security bots sort of coming out of the elevator and pulling in, surrounding, guns trained on you, I would not recommend you trying to fight your way out of this. But that's just me. That's just me, the GM. So, as Lieutenant Hessop says, I'm afraid I'm going to have to place you all under arrest for breaking and entering and theft of goods.
Nothing was broken.
Did we do either of those things?
Yeah, we didn't.
Technically, no. I mean, you got yourselves into, you got a pass to come down here. Came down here, and then things went a little crazy. There is some damage from, a fight here. Not too much damage. But there's a little bit of some spilled blood, some gun, some bullet
Mostly
casings
our
and whatnot.
blood.
Yeah, mostly your blood. Of course,
Mostly.
mostly your blood, because you were fighting hard light constructs and the archive
AI,
sort of
yeah.
like lasers everywhere. So sort of more like ice, not so much blood, laser burns, sort of scorched where they missed you, and you're also obviously looking quite beat up.
And then, if I recall correctly, the box that opened was empty, right? Like there were
Yes.
divots in the velvet, like we knew there was supposed to be something
yeah,
there.
Yeah. Something sort of
Yeah.
cylindrical, something sort of spherical, something kind of triangular-ish, and missing, right?
Somebody who has charisma, explain what's going on to them.
Yeah, I think Patsy, but Voss is as I recall, way down the stairs or whatever.
Yeah,
Down
something
in
like that.
down in the depths of the archive. So I think I will say, Lieutenant, it's always such a pleasure to see you. I'm so sorry we keep meeting like this. But see,
Van
here's the
Dyne.
thing. We've done neither of those things that you said. If you'll permit me to retrieve from my comm unit, I will show you that we have a pass to be in this very archive.
Well, keep slow hands, but
I'll just
let's
move
just
very
take a
slow, and
look.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's like a pass on the comm unit or
How-
a key card or
Right.
whatever we were given.
How quickly did they get here?
I mean, you guys were down here for maybe 5-10 minutes. So there was
Yeah,
some
we were not here
research
long.
done sort of between, like before the archivist went haywire, right? You were sort of looking around and asking them questions. Then it went haywire, and then you try to hack it, and then there was some more looking around. So you weren't like just here for the length of a single fight, which would have been like a minute or two. So you're down here for at least 10 minutes. Which they, arrived literally would be very fast. Even 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Right.
Is pretty
It's
fast.
abnormally fast. Like
Yeah,
they
I was gonna
were-
say it might be
Does
worth
sound-
asking why they were here. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's more like you're kind of informed before anything even happened.
Yeah.
Well,
but
we
yeah,
got
I'll
a
just, like,
security
pull up-
alert.
I'll just pull up those credentials and be like, you see, we have permission to be in this archive, and we've stolen nothing. It attacked
You-
us.
Go to pull up the permission, and it's erased from your account.
Oh God!
Of course they have. Of course.
Ooh, I should have seen that coming. And Patsy, Patsy's enough of she's not a high technology user that she's like, I know it was just here. Like the thought that it was deleted doesn't enter her mind. She's like, I've misplaced it somewhere, and she
Yeah,
starts
yeah, she's looking
frantically
around.
swiping through. Like,
Well, didn't somebody give us we talked to somebody? Who did we talk to? They
The
got
assistant.
us. Yeah, the assistant.
Yes. Erudite Collaborator is the sort of assistant said that they put in for you to come in and that usually takes a long time, and you got it sort of this permission very quickly.
They're the
and
bad guy.
you came down, and
Alright,
this has happened.
Mm.
The lieutenant has up sort of explains. I'm sorry, but we got a security alert tripped here about 10 minutes ago, and we have some footage.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm sure you do.
now listen, I swear
Um,
it's here. I'm trying to get through all the loyalty cards, and I know it's here somewhere. Just-
Yeah, I'm certain Miss Van Dam we'll keep looking for it down at the station. So if you all just sort of come with us.
I know it's.
and
I mean,
then
this is a very
Anisette-
good selfie of me, but that's not really relevant.
Fair. So the Anisite security units are beginning to sort of
Yeah.
round you up, marching you sort of out to the elevator and up the elevator, probably like a couple at a time, to sort of a waiting pair of security vehicles. And
If we-
once
Medical
again,
attention at all back at the station?
indeed. So yeah, when you head back
Kinda
towards
see that.
when you get back in
Yeah.
towards the big sort of glass cube that is sort of central processing here in Striving, you're sort of offloaded. There's some medical attention given to you, bandaged up any sort of major wounds. We won't necessarily worry about how that hit points are. It's not going to come into play right now. And you're processed, right? Your fingerprints are scanned. It's not a messy ink situation. It is literally just a scan. Your irises are scanned. Your whole face is scanned in. And this is sort of, well, I think you were processed before actually, when you were sort of taken in from the other fight. So it's a
Yeah.
lot faster. They're just sort of like noting that you're here again. And
Patsy
you
is grumpy
Scars.
about it the whole time.
but also given some medical attention, and you are put in sort of separate interrogation rooms and interrogated one by one, again by the lieutenant. He asks a series of questions, and most likely this kind of I imagine this, as this usually does in this sort of situation, this plays out in a where it looks like he's talking to someone, and then it cuts to one of you answering the next question. And,
Yeah, montage.
a good montage of you being asked questions about where you were, what's going on, what's happening. Do you all sort of tell what you believe to be the truth? I guess.
Man.
Well, I don't like how you
Yes.
phrased
Sure.
that. But I mean,
Yeah.
Is there
I-
anything to leave out? Is there anything you want to?
I think it depends on what he's asking, right? But like,
yeah.
if he's asking like, what were we doing in the archive? I don't think any of us have any reason to lie. At least
Yeah.
I
Okay, yeah.
certainly.
I mean, it's a question of why you're in the archive. There's a lot of questions like what did you do with the stuff that's missing?
And we're
And
all
sort of how
like-
did you what is sort of, and then there's what your reason for going in and why, how you bypassed initial security. So again, sort of like
Very legally.
Yeah, we walked right in. They just let us in. Like, I don't know what you want to tell you.
What do you mean bypassed?
Took the card, slid the card, door opens, walked in, plant the
We
bomb.
had a guy tell us we could
continue
go
on.
in.
Oh.
We bypass security in the same way that I bypass my front door. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Someone let us in.
Yeah. So, I assume that's the sort of answer that you're giving.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
general. Just sort of like, we didn't break any. We don't think we break in. We didn't bypass any security. We didn't do
No.
that. The lieutenant sort of explains to you sort of one at a time. So we have, the security records for the archive are such that the security went down very briefly about the time that you entered the area, entered the building, and came back up sort of shortly as you sort of entered archive 404. And he shows you all a very brief sort of security footage clip of what looks like the lot of you, like not just like walking around like you were down it, like going down there with like pry bars or like very suspicious looking materials, and actually sort of like poke, like getting into each of those drawers as if you're looking for something.
Why, officer, that's
a
only my third favorite crowbar.
Yeah. I mean, I just asked, I'm asking him, like, wait a minute. If you have this image of us with all this material, where did we put it? Did you arrest us with any of these things? It's all you arrived within 10 minutes. Like, where was this stored?
What
Did
I'm
you
trying
find
to-
it?
Patsy vomits her
they're
cheek
looking for
pouches
it.
out, like,
Yeah,
where is
right.
it?
Where did we put this?
Well,
I think it's
no.
all AI generated.
Yeah.
With Seltee,
wait.
we have officers.
Technically,
on
most
the
things
scene
on this
looking for
planet
this.
are AI generated. That's probably
Yeah.
not so bad here.
Yeah.
I think the
Tries to
lieutenant
explain
is
the
AI
concept of
generated.
hacking to the police officer.
I mean, obviously, you're looking at this footage, and it is not of you, right? You didn't do any of this, right?
Oh.
That
The guy has too many
you're being seen.
fingers. Come on.
I
but
only
it
have
does-
6
I mean, it
hands,
looks-
and that's clearly.
Yeah, it's clearly
One extra
7.
There's like, it's not like, I would say it looks like security footage, so it has that kind of like, it's well, because it's kind of the future, but it's pretty clear who you are, but there is a little
Right.
bit of not exactly graininess, but a little bit of low
Distortion?
fidelity in certain places. Some, would you say, a little bit of distortion here and there, which is
Glitch.
most likely
Mm.
normal. I mean, if anybody wants to give me a perception check or like a technology type check, computers check, as you're
Yeah.
looking at this footage, that's
Do
one thing.
perception.
I will do perception.
I will
also.
compute.
I'll let the nerds handle computery things.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
computers. I'll do computers as
I was
well.
trying
I
to roll
hit
initiative.
things.
That's not the vibe for the trip to the police station.
That's not correct.
No.
No. Don't do that.
Patsy versus the entire state apparatus.
Alrighty.
next.
Looks like we got some numbers here.
Lots
So,
of numbers.
Boughs. I mean, actually, like, your keen senses, obviously not exactly eyes, but your keen senses are looking at this, and it's like, especially, I mean, you're you're very focused on your movements in this sort of video, and they're pretty off. Like, Keysars don't really move that way exactly in some certain times. There's certain parts where you're like, it seems like you there's one part that's very very telling. I should say this, where it looks like you're moving one direction, and then like you just sort of like your bot, like as you sort of, there's a little bit of a glitch, and you're like, it almost looks like you started walking backwards, and then your head is suddenly that way, and your body is suddenly the right way, kind of thing. Like, just sort of a
Yeah.
weird turn, and it's like, oh, it doesn't look right.
Sort of seeing that, I would like stop and be like, "Can you replay that bit
No.
just there?"
And he scrubs back a little bit and plays it again, and it happens again, and it's pretty subtle though. If you're not like really paying attention, you might just sort of, it just looks like you turned around, but there's a little bit of like a, not quite a morphing effect, but it just kind of a tiny glitch there.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
I need to check something. I need to remember if I have to see someone to use my telepathic abilities.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
1 second, sorry.
You have limited telepathy or just regular old telepathy?
Regular old.
Regular.
Regular sized.
Yeah, premium or
Regular.
they got regular?
Where is it? It's in my.
Might be under senses or languages.
Oh, there we go.
I feel like you probably still need line of effect, but I don't know for sure. I do
It
know
just-
that it's no longer a two-way conversation. So thanks, Starfinder errata, for
It-
you know.
Oh, is it
doing that.
not?
It's not. It's not. It's
It's
only one way now.
Wah.
That's
it's
why
real
it's limited.
weird.
Yeah, it was a whole weird thing.
Yeah, so
so yeah.
that's so it says 30 feet. It doesn't say that I have to see people, but if we're
You're
that
in
also
separate
might be-
rooms.
yeah, we're in
there's a little
separate
bit more
rooms.
of a yeah.
Yeah, I was going to tell everyone that telepathically, but I can't. So
Hey, Luke did it, and he didn't see Leia anywhere.
That's the
He was on the
first.
Millennium Falcon headed out.
That's a different thing.
I'm not
Is it?
nearly as powerful as Luke Skywalker. I don't have
Well,
nearly
that was-
enough midichlorians in my
In
plant
Strikes Back,
veins.
he wasn't that powerful yet.
Yeah.
I think
Fight me.
like they will turn to the officer who's showing them the footage and ask, have you checked if there was any problem? Like, did it look like anyone had hacked into the system around the time the security went down and came back up?
Oh yeah, well we have traces of hacking, which I have sort of assumed was your gang.
Do they go back to an internet cafe and Boughs recites the
Right, the one that's
one
over
that
there in Theology Channel. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we haven't had the tech team sort of script through that just yet.
And congruently, independently,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was going to bring up the whole we traced hacking back to this internet cafe. I watched, and I probably had like some of this recorded on
Sure.
my
Yeah.
that basically
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
that it was deleting its trace as I was trying to trace him.
Yeah.
It was deleting
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And I'll also throw out the name of that okay, so it's been a while. The Z guy's name.
Right.
Let's see.
Zerum.
Yeah.
Zerum.
It's basically saying we've had interactions with this. We think he's behind the assassination. He's been sending drones after us. I just recount the entire thing and like of all the like programming, the the sending the message that sends us to an ambush.
Right.
That there's
Yeah.
this one guy is a serious hacker and can do almost anything. And it does not surprise me that he did this.
Lieutenant Hessop looks like concerned when you say that. He takes it in. He is and again, just so you know, this is
Cop
also
to
being
cop.
recorded, by
Yeah.
the cop, and he's like, okay, well, that is a serious accusation. We don't have any information on this particular person. You don't have a whole lot of information on this particular person either. But we will take this into account. And so after like an hour or so of questioning, and unless if there's anything else anybody wants to get in during this particular questioning, right? It's clear that again, this lieutenant, he's kind of nervous. He's he's a Lashunta in an Anasite world. He's not necessarily like the most focused and logical all the time robot that basically most of his colleagues are. And so he seems like someone you might be able to like get through to, and you do, and from talking to him, you seem to get through a little bit. And so what happens is your possessions are given back to you at the end of the hour. You're all basically told once again. Well, unfortunately, at this point, since we don't have any evidence of you having the particular stolen items on your persons, you are going to be released, although will not be under your own recognizance. There will be a wing bot accompanying each of you, filming your moves, your actions for the next several days until your date, your court date, until we can get to the bottom of this.
Of course.
Okay.
So have a nice night, and you will be contacted as to when to appear in Machine Court. As he's sort of as you're sort of leaving the central processing, and again, there's a sort of again, we kind of look back at the big glass building, and there is this large anisite with the picture I showed you before. I'll show you again, seemingly kind of looking at you. Or doop, that image. And as you're, maybe not even getting like with not out of sight of the building, you're kind of like, there's a little bit of a beep on all of your comm units. Once again, sort of like, and it appears as saying like, okay, meet me around the corner, from the lieutenant. And then the message kind of, well, and then it kind of edits itself to just be sort of like, stay out of trouble.
Okay.
All right.
Did they send one wing bot for each of us? Like, are there?
Like
Yes.
6
Yeah, there's like a
weeks.
close
Yeah.
revelation sort of watching each of you. 6 of you hanging over you.
We should have
Alright.
simply told them that we were going to be spending time together. They could have saved resources.
They wouldn't have believed us. They would have assumed we were doing crimes.
Yeah.
And now there's more to turn on us later.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
All
what
I
if
know
Zero
is the
hacks our
tabloids are going to be
cheats?
all over me being followed around by a police wing bot, but that's for another day.
Tell them you're filming a new series, a cop drama.
A cop drama? I could probably get away with that, actually.
Well, apparently we can't get away with anything, so I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we go around the corner? I feel like not a single time when we have followed the instructions given to us by our comm units has it ended well.
I mean, how much worse can it get, though?
Why stop now?
What are they gonna do? Put us in jail? Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Patsy's very irritated at this whole situation.
I mean, understandable.
She doesn't want to
so
take
do
a
you-
wing bot home and have to explain it to people.
It's harder to hide than like an ankle monitor, that's for sure.
Ooh.
So do y'all go around the corner?
Sure.
Yeah.
Might as well.
You go around. It's sort of like the building next door to central processing. Shadowy alley.
Oh,
the wing bots
perfect.
sort of like hover sort of at the end of it, and as you sort of like step in, actually, and it's Lieutenant Hessop at one. He's maybe lighting a cigarette.
Yeah, sure. Under a
Um,
streetlight, right? The one
under a
perfectly
streetlight.
illuminated. Yeah.
Just sort of like he
Yeah.
steps into that, and he's got a lit cigarette, and then he has like a little remote, and he briefly goes, he clicks it, and all the they don't fall to the ground, but they kind of like stand there hovering, clearly in some kind of like idle mode. I only have like a minute to do this. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you, under the outside of central processing, I believe you. I believe your story. I'm doing the best that I can to sort of like help you out and help clear your name, but I think some of this evidence has been fabricated, and I think it's coming from within central processing. So you need to be very careful out there. You have some time if you want to try to track down something, but this is Gus. If this comes from anywhere, it comes from high up.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything to do with that prime facilitator?
I sure hope not, but we can't rule anything out.
Okay.
And you don't recognize the
so,
name we gave you earlier, do you?
Not exactly, no, but I've got some contacts looking into it. I'd suggest maybe you do the same.
We're trying, but our
this
last lead was looking for the stuff that's gone now.
Yeah.
But the person that gave us that pass, though, that's kind of suspicious.
All right. Well, he gives you a burner comm unit, right? And says you need to contact me. Contact me here.
Okay.
All right, I gotta turn these back on, otherwise they're gonna notice. So
Right.
good luck.
All right,
And
sure,
he sort of steps
right.
back in the shadows, flips the remote. They kind of come to life. Woo-doo.
And we'll
Oh,
pretend
went the
like we've
wrong
been
way. This
talking the whole
isn't the way
time.
out.
Oh goodness,
Yeah.
we're so
Ah.
lost. Oopsie daisy.
Jeez,
Whoops.
All these
I
streets
thought you
look
said the
same.
bar was over here.
yeah. Jeez.
So yeah, so this is a process that is you have a couple days basically, right? So we're talking about like downtime amount of time here. Whether or not you want to like this particular day go home, get some rest, what have you, or just start looking at leads, try to find erudite collaborator or something else. Let me know. This is kind of up to you what you want to do next to try to like get some more evidence in your favor.
I mean, how long were we being like processed for?
Like it not more than an hour, really. There's an hour, maybe 2 with the medical attention.
Yeah.
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 So, it is, I believe now it wasn't, like, late at night when you got here, I think it was, like, actually the afternoon, so it is actually just sort of maybe now getting to be early evening.
Well, we could see if we can find erudite collaborator and if they know anything, and then maybe examine this footage or where it came from or whatever a little bit to try to
Yeah.
backtrack
Oh
on
yeah.
that.
Having gotten outside, and now that I can see everyone, I will inform everyone that I noticed that my body was not moving the way that my body actually moves in that footage. So I believe it was generated.
Mm.
I couldn't even tell.
It is hard to see with all the vines. I think you had all of your hands most of the time.
Normal
Most
sentences.
Okay.
Yes, let's go rough up this assistant.
Yeah, I mean, checking in with them, like, even if they weren't involved, if they're able to testify that, like, oh yeah, I got them into the archive, like,
Mhm, mhm.
that would presumably help us.
yeah.
And if
If
they're
I-
not involved, they could be in harm's way.
Yeah,
That's
they could
true.
be the next, like, a target because
Yeah.
they know
Sure,
what was
yeah, yeah.
going on.
Mhm.
So, do you head to the university, like, right away?
I guess if we're worried something might happen to them, yeah.
Sure, yeah. It's nearly, it's not quite dark. It's might be a little bit dark here in Avalon all the time with the neon and whatever. But so it's not like nighttime. And so this university is still a little bit in session. And so you're able to sort of find out where the erudite collaborator is. They've been kind of like almost running the professor's classes after their death. So it's easy to find.
Right.
Basically, the erudite collaborator has some offices that you can go to, and he's there. And he's like, oh my, I heard the news. Are you all right?
No.
Yeah, not
Oh, well,
particularly.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
It was
I
a setup.
wanted to ask, you mentioned we got approval to get into the archive sooner than you expected. Do you have that communication still?
Surely, yeah, yes. And he pulls up what he's able to pull up, and he goes into it. And it looks like the sort of like response he got has deleted itself from his commute, but he has I save everything, every messages that I send out. I save them sort of, in a separate folder just for when dealing with the university. You know how it can be very bureaucratic, and you need to keep
Bureaucracy
a
is such a
trail.
nightmare. It's so true.
It's just why I said that it usually takes like 2, 3, maybe even a month or 2 to get permission to go into the archives, which is why it happened so fast. I was quite surprised, but I thought it would be, in your favor. Clearly, someone pushed it through. Anyway, he's got a email that he sent out that's in your favor, clearly time stamped at the right time, beforehand. And there is he actually will say that he saved the response as well. Sort of a copy of it. The original clearly disappeared itself from the server, but the copy is just basically, yeah, they have permission, such and such. If you want to analyze that, that would be a computer's check, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not bad at computers.
I'm going to do that. No.
Okay. Electric Dreams, you're very familiar with the university's sort of like computing system and whatnot. This, if you by really looking through the metadata of the sent message, right? It actually doesn't come from the university offices exactly. It's clearly been sort of spoofed. There's sort of the university email has been spoofed, and the it actually seems to be coming from uh a different place, and you sort of are able to kind of like ping around a little bit. Weirdly enough, it is coming from that message came from central processing originally.
Oh.
Whoa. Can we tell where in central processing?
I think it's probably not down to the terminal. You just kind of know that it's sort of from that sort of general, for lack of a better word, ISP.
Mm.
I'm like standing and blocking the way. I'm constantly like, so that the little drones above us aren't necessarily
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
like how close
leaning
are they? Are they
over the
like
console to block it.
They're
Let
not.
me see
they're not,
that.
like
And I
right
put
at
all my
your
hands
shoulder.
over, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would consider them. I mean, you're going inside. They've got to come inside with you, but
Sure.
they end up staying near the ceiling. They're generally about like outside. They're maybe about 10, 15 feet away. They're just sort of keeping an eye on where you are going. They're not necessarily tracking your every action
Mhm.
and whatnot. It's just a sort of like, hey, if you try to leave, they'll know.
Sure.
Leave the city, they'll know.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fine. I love it that you're just sort of always just sort of like standing directly in the way of any sort of
Yeah.
monitor or whatever, so they can't actually see what you're up to. Most likely, I would also, from anyone who's from the area or maybe has had problems with the law before, what generally happens is that they only like an ankle sort of bracelet that's not like constantly reporting your location, but it's basically if you leave a location, then they will report back. It's not like someone's monitoring that feed. Granted, these wingbots are not, they're intelligent, but they're like dog intelligent. They're not necessarily like
Oh,
personal.
that's really smart, though.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart. But they're not gonna, they have a set program that they follow, and they're not gonna necessarily be able to like extrapolate from what you're doing to send a message to someone else. They're just sort of like recording devices 90% of the time, really.
Mhm.
It just gets better and better.
Something spoofed.
Yeah.
We need to figure out why somebody in central processing, who in central processing might be interested in these things that the professor had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To just sort of say like these would be, if these were honest to goodness first one's artifacts, which the professor believed that they were, they would be very, very valuable, right? Like
Yeah.
we're talking lots of money. So anyone could be interested in them for that reason. Anyone who might have an interest in what first one technology could do, also,
Yes.
could be very
Yeah.
powerful.
Why central processing? Why somebody in there?
I
Be a relation. Like, we know we're going after this research guy. Does he have a contact? Is there a relationship there? His brother does his one of the units that he is came off the assembly line with or whatever, are
Right.
they like, is there a shared interest there?
Between who and the professor? Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking?
between the no, our main suspect, the
Zerum.
Z guy. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
Zerum.
And
Well,
yeah.
you don't know. You don't know who Zerum is exactly.
Yeah.
There is sort of a. I think there was when you were at the Magenta, you did get some footage of who Zerum might be, and people who've met him say that he's someone from Peluria. They think he's a human. He's not a robot. Right. Is basically what I'm
okay.
making sure that you understand that.
Oh,
Yes. True.
before you do the thing that you want to do, Alex, I have a question to ask. It's just a question.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, never mind. Fuck it.
All right.
Oh,
My
okay.
brain just erased it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
It'll come.
So, anybody want to do well, sort of that the information, and is there anything else you want to like do with that, or look for something else? Rue, you remembered.
Yes. Like, I would like Boughs would like to ask erudite collaborator if the professor had any like special lectures about his recent their recent work and who attended them.
Yeah.
Oh, like recordings of them? Perhaps.
Yes, or like
I mean,
if they had attendance records.
yes, I think. Well, you go through some old stuff, and you and let's say that there are in fact some basic recordings because the professor likes to record that kind of stuff because and then put it out on the infosphere for people, and whatnot. And one of the sort of first one sort of lectures that they history basically. It's pretty cut and dry. Nothing inflammatory about the first ones. Not just sort of real basic. It was like first ones 101, essentially. And they're as you're sort of scrubbing through that and looking through the crowd. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Can I aid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the clue in.
The clue in, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the clue in.
Good.
Clue in.
Adding that in there, and so yeah, you kind of look at through that and do notice that like this figure, this humanoid person, is there's someone in there that's sitting sort of near the front row and maybe gets up and goes to talk to the professor right before the recording cuts out at the end of the lecture. Does look like the figure that you caught on the magenta feed earlier. It's this sort of like nice, fairly nicely dressed, kind of nothing glamorous, pretty almost would say like nondescript looking individual. Dark hair, sort of, and like dark grayish kind of clothing, and human for all intents and purposes, what you can tell.
And does
Well,
erudite collaborator know who this is?
Well, you pointed out to him, and he basically, is like, oh yeah, well that's odd. That's the Prelurian. But he didn't. He came back and was, no, he was more of a. And why would he be at this 101 lecture? It seems very odd. He presented himself as a bit of an expert when I met him. It's weird.
We should research Prelurian first one's experts.
Can't be that many.
Or take the image
there's not that
do
many.
a search.
You do a sort of an infosphere image search, right? Go in there and like you can't find this person on the infosphere just in general. And then you look up. There's like maybe like two Prelurian.
Right.
Not even two, like one. First one's experts, and it's not this guy.
Okay.
It's some.
I suspect this guy was lying.
Yep.
Okay.
That would make sense.
Okay, so let's approach this a different way then. If somebody was trying to take this because it was valuable, are there beings,
collectors,
that would be very most interested in this?
Yes, our friend of Vesk.
I mean, yes, your Vesk, Azalisa was sort of seemed to be interested in that kind of stuff. Any number of Anacytes sort of, here in the city or on the planet. There's not like one particular like ancestry or planet that's, except for Avalon, I guess, that is so interested in first one stuff.
Right.
But it's expensive too, so it has to be somebody really interested and has money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
wants money.
or your wants money, yeah. If they stole it and wanted to sell it
Sell it,
on
Yeah,
fair
if they had
market
money, they would have
situation.
simply bought it.
But
We
remember
can
that
pay someone
that
else to do that.
Vasilisa
Well-
was also trying to maybe do a
That's true.
little
Yeah.
money buying, and the professor wasn't having it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what I was looking for. Is the buyer is what I wanted to see. So if we could try to find a buyer,
Maybe the thought was steal first, buy later. Who knows? Any
No.
number
Yeah.
of motives.
Well,
steal
I know
first,
that
sell it to somebody else.
Sell later.
thieves have some sort of weird code in their own.
Like programming? I don't understand.
No, would our friend up in the station there know who her competition was? Most of
The
them
lieutenant?
do. No,
lieutenant?
yeah,
Oh, whoever's yes.
Vasilisa?
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Vasilisa.
Vasilisa.
I mean, I think the issue is
Vasilisa would know.
she didn't have competition. He was just saying no. It
Yeah,
wasn't a
but-
bidding war.
She
But-
might.
Right.
She might know. We never
Yeah, some
asked.
other
She might know
That's
who
about the
else
competition.
would be very
That's true.
interested in this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she'd have to know who she was up against, or who the players are.
Mhm.
Or
Possible,
it
yeah.
could just be her.
Like I said, thick as thieves.
Do you want to talk to her about it? Give her a call.
Yeah. Let's. Not that I want to go back up there, but
Well, I'm not sure we'll get
expect-
away with going back up there now that we've
Oh,
got.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Um,
Depending on how strictly these things are programmed, and I don't want to discover whether or not they have zappity zappers.
Yeah.
Technical
Well.
term, by the way.
let's see if we can get a secure comm link.
Okay.
I mean, I can give you her number, but I'll be frank with you. I don't think it will do much for my social standing if she sees me with a police bot following me.
So maybe somebody else should reach out to her and say
Up to you.
we're investigating. If only we had somebody else that was really charismatic.
I don't know.
Alas.
I guess I could call her, but you know. Oh, fine,
She
whatever. I'll go
loves
make
your
a fool of
TV show.
myself.
Okay. All right. So you give her a call on the comm unit.
Mhm.
Rings through a little bit, and then Vasilisa picks up. She's clearly in the middle of a party.
That's
Probably still
God, I
at
wish that were
Magenta,
me.
but there's definitely she's just oh, hold on, Voss, it's good to hear from you. Shush, and she's trying to quiet down like a DJ basically. And then she sort of takes the comm unit into a more quiet sort of part of the casino, which is, darling, what can I do? What can you do? What can I do for you?
Can you do
Well.
for me?
Yeah, first
the
of all,
language is so tough.
what can I
Right.
be doing for you?
Well, so this is kind of, complicated. But
Is
I'd
it
like to
messy?
get-
I love messy.
yes, it is definitely messy. It is very messy.
Terrific.
So I kind of went looking we're still trying to figure out what Tierney's whole deal was, and he was looking into these artifacts.
Yes. You went to look. Did you find them?
Unfortunately, no. We were trying to find out. He was trying. At first, someone was trying to buy them from him. Do you know anything about all that?
Yes,
by
it was
the
me.
way? Oh, that was you.
Oh, no. I was trying to strike up a deal, but the professor was not. He wasn't too interested in the credits I had.
I see. Well, why did you want them? Just to do you have an interest in that sort of thing? I guess.
It's fascinating. These first ones, we don't know who they were, who they are they coming back, what is going to be happening.
Mm. Okay. Well, yes, unfortunately, we weren't able to track them down. We're afraid someone else might have them and be trying to push them on the
No.
market somewhere else.
Oh no! I will keep my nose out for this if they are trying to sell them on the
Yes, if you see
marketplace.
anything
No.
about these appearing anywhere, could you let me know?
And
Okay,
who
give
might
me
be interested?
Yeah.
give me a diplomacy,
Sure. I can give you a
by the way.
diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Yes.
Diplomatic.
Diplomancy.
Oh, great, terrific.
Like-
19. She's like, I will keep an eye out for this. You don't know who is the one who is selling them just yet.
No,
Keep an ear
not.
out. Keep a tongue.
There is a name that's come up, but we're not really sure it's a real name, so I won't get too into it.
Was it Hura? Is that the name you have heard?
Hura?
Hura.
Hura.
Oh
No.
no!
Who is?
Forget I said it. If you've not heard this name, forget I said anything.
Okay.
Forget I said it. Forget I said it.
Wait. You can't just not tell me now. Who's Hura?
All right. Well, okay. Well, I will tell you. You do me a favor. Yes?
Okay.
Can you show me around the set one day?
Oh, sure. I'm sure I can
Come down.
work
Come
that
down.
out.
You give me a tour of the set.
Of
I would love to
course. I can
see
that up.
you in action doing the medicines and and whatnot, all the anatomies.
Of course.
I'm having the time of my
Easy
life watching the
peasy.
show. I love you.
Oh, well,
terrific,
thank
terrific.
you very much.
Anyway, I will tell you who this name is. I heard it's whisper. I do not know who this individual is, but I have also heard whisper that this Hura is also trying to, I do not know, acquire also this technology.
Acquire the technology. Do you know anything else
And
about
the name,
Hura?
it is a name that not other people on the infosphere, or the dark infosphere, where we sometimes talk about this thing. You know how it is.
Of course.
Spoken of like with just like he is there, whoever it is, some kind of collector who is, well, like fear. No one wants to really deal with this particular person. They have methods that are very harsh.
I
Eh?
see.
And also apparently having the deep pockets.
Well, deep pockets are the easiest way to get away with being very fierce.
Mhm. I
And
can
you
tell you,
think
not a Vesk.
okay. Well,
I would not.
that narrows it down very small amount. But
They call him sometimes. They sometimes. Oh, it's just the other thing I want to tell. Why?
okay.
He's got a nickname,
a nickname.
the Warlord.
Really?
No, it's
Really?
very serious. Yes. I mean, I didn't give it to him. I don't know. He might be very
That's-
tough. Or he might not be. He might be a little wimpy. I don't know.
Wait,
Nobody calls themselves the warlord. You know what? Never mind.
No.
All right. Well,
I think it was Lord of War is who it was.
yeah. All right. Well, this warlord, you think they could have an interest in these items?
Oh, yes, very much.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was helpful. was
Okay, well, I will. I have got to. They're playing my song. I.
all
will
right.
go,
Well,
come
don't miss
down,
out on
to
your
the
party
set,
for
sometime
me.
next- I'll give you a call. We'll have the champagne. We'll have brunch. It'll be good.
Of course.
Bye, kisses.
Bye. Well, that was insightful.
I love your complete and total disdain for this man who calls himself the warlord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just pathetic. I don't like it.
No, you're so right.
Ugh. Well, apparently
okay,
that got us
yes, that's
somewhere.
very much.
Whoever this Hura is,
And they're not a Vesk.
they're not a Vesk.
Despite
One
being a
ancestry down.
One down, 200 to
warlord. On a
go.
big chart.
Yeah.
little tiny mark.
It's on the cork
Dozens and
board
dozens
with
of
all the
names.
we have to like cross it out. Yeah. All right, Vesk.
Got just a master list of every sapient ancestry.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like 200 like ancestries to go. Oh boy. Well,
Everybody
some
place
of
your
you
bets
might,
now.
yeah, some of you might be more familiar with this deep web searching. I do not know what this means at all, so perhaps that could get you somewhere.
So we
Because
could
she was
perhaps-
like, "Oh, you know how it is on the dark
Yeah.
web? Sure, of course I do. I have no idea, absolutely zero idea."
The deep sphere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah, deep sphere. Oh, yeah, that
deep
makes sense.
sphere.
I like it.
So, can we look
Spend
for
some time doing some research on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I would say
The Lord
like
of
if
War?
those of
Yeah.
you who with some computers can start taking some time,
Lord of
it'll
War.
probably be like a good day, maybe 2 days of research to kind of like try to like hunt down some more information. While you're doing that, and I'll have you roll at the end of that. Whoever is doing it. And does anyone else want to do anything in the meantime?
We could ask the lieutenant if he's heard of this person.
with the burner
Okay,
phones?
With the
Yeah.
Give him a
burner
quick-
phone.
Yeah.
You give him a quick like text on the burner phone. It comes back that that name does not ring a bell for him, the lieutenant.
Not the warlord either.
No, not the warlord. Not
He's like, we have 20 people in our files that call themselves the warlord. You will simply have to be more specific.
Not a Vesk.
What
We
if
have
it's
18
not a
people in our
vest?
files who call themselves the
Yeah.
warlord.
Okay, so that's 50% of the people who call themselves warlord out. However,
Those the warlord.
Great.
Yeah.
However, the other half.
yeah.
And Anacytes, kind of don't go in for nicknames. And
No.
Kira is probably also not a very Anacite.
Cross
name,
that
so
off,
probably
too.
cross that off.
Yeah, we can cross Anacite off.
Yeah.
Kira.
You said we have a couple days of downtime, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Great. I would like to pull a ripcord that I think Patsy was hoping she'd never have to pull. But here we
Ah.
kind of are, because she's
Good.
being followed by a police surveillance bot, and she can't
Right.
bring that home for a number of reasons.
Mhm.
So I think she pulls out her comm unit and she opens an app that has been hidden in some buried deep folder at some point.
Oh, boy.
And I think she will probably try and make contact with the Church of Grandmother Rat. And
Okay.
For a place to
like say, well, that's part of it, yes. But like the message is basically, hey besties,
stay.
being followed by police camera, meet somewhere public. XOXO Patsy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
You get maybe a message back again, sort of like without any kind of like from
Mhm.
number or anything like that, giving you a coordinates and a
Great.
time,
Great.
which is soon if you want it to be.
Yeah, I will sort of slip away from the group and
Okay.
head to those coordinates.
All right. It is a nice sort of crowded, well lit plaza. Basically,
Perfect.
kind of think a little bit like Times Square if Times Square was full of large robots.
Yep.
Flashing neon, buzzing cars going by, and the space where you're supposed to meet is kind of, let's say, next to a coffee cart, right? And there's a Yusoki there. You don't recognize
No.
them, but you recognize the way that they look.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think Patsy has a skill that I also kind of have in real life, which is I can tell when someone is looking for me. Like just in a crowd, like
Oh.
I can just pick out like I think that person is trying to find me, even though I've never seen it before.
They're actually handing out flyers.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
And they're just sort of handing out flyers to everyone. And he says, "Oh, this, why don't you take?" And he drops that one on the ground. He goes, "Oh, sorry about that."
Oh,
He
I'm so
goes,
sorry.
picks it up.
Let me help you out. And I reach down and tried to.
He gives you the one from the bottom of this. Like you just real subtly notice he gives you the bottom one of the stack.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then he goes, "Oh, there you go. Check it out. It's going to be a great time."
Oh,
Come to,
goodness.
it's basically trying to get people to come to his comedy show. It seems like that's what the flyers
Yeah.
are.
I'll
Nice.
I'll be
Yes,
sure.
we
I love
are
just
coming
support
over.
up and coming artists.
Appreciate it.
And I just sort of, I think, wander over and like sit on like a nearby bench or something to just like check out this flyer.
This flyer is obviously nothing of that sort.
Of
right?
course.
It's another set of coordinates, basically.
I roll my
and
eyes.
Of course.
Yeah, no, you gotta be careful.
I know, the shell game, like, I expected
Shell
it, I just, it's such a pain. Alright, I go to those coordinates.
Yeah.
It's not that far away. It's just
Okay.
like a building a couple blocks away.
Alright, great, I go, around the corner there.
And there's a sort of a sort of a nondescript door with the old classic eyeball at Yosoki height opening, right? And there's basically like a little password for you to give it on this flyer as well. All right, give the password, and the door opens up, and there's kind of a it's a gate almost, right? It kind of glows a little bit. The doorway kind of glows a tiny bit. And there's another Yusoki on the other side, and he gestures you to come through quickly and says, "Don't worry about the." And he kind of points at. He's pointing at
Sure.
the wing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. You step in, and as you step in, you kind of glance behind you, and it looks like you're still standing outside.
Yeah, holographic duplicate.
And the wing bot is just kind of hovering over by that.
Nice.
So you head down into this warren.
I nod
A
approvingly.
little warren.
Yeah.
Underground. And it is clearly basically a sort of like a church / halfway, not halfway house, but the hideout kind of
Yep.
for the Church of the Grandmother. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some things are going on. People are, it's busy here. And an old priestess is basically kind of comes up to you and says, "What can I do for you, Patsy?"
Yeah. I will sort of, I think, sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuflect, like drop to
Yes.
one knee very reverently to this,
My child, please. No need for that.
It's very kind of you. I'm seeking a little bit of sanctuary and some assistance. I have an eye in the sky, and I could use
we know.
some place to stay that won't mind that. Safe house is fine. Someplace we don't mind burning. But someone's trying to frame me and some of my friends, and I'm just looking for any information that we've got on why someone in Central Command. I'm sorry, it's not Central Command.
Central Processing.
Central Processing. Yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Central Processing might be doing this.
Indeed. You asked this for all of your friends? The safe house?
No, just, well, I don't know. Do they have places to stay? I guess is the question.
I mean, everyone has places to stay
Okay,
in town.
yeah.
I think like, whether or not you
I
want to
think
get them away
primarily
from
she
that
was
bot.
primarily she was thinking about herself. To be quite frank
I
with
see,
you, like
okay.
she doesn't want to bring
No,
this home.
It's clear that this priestess knows that you're traveling with other people. Like
I would expect nothing less than she knows exactly what's going on here.
She asked the question. She kind of knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And she says to you, yes, we can find you a place. We can keep the holographic duplicate up here. You can stay here for a little bit, but if you want a place to sort of like stay the night, we can just have a place that's neutral, not a safe house per se. That you'll still have the eye in the sky on you, so you want to be careful.
No, that's fine.
Just so you don't have to go home.
Yes,
exactly.
Thank you.
So she sets you up with that. It does come with the very subtle intimation that you'll have to do something for them.
For sure. I understand that I'm calling in favors and that I will owe favors later, and she understands the deal she's making, but this is worth it.
But this is the most important part, and she kind of sits you down a bit and says that, your adversary is the prime facilitator in this.
No.
Instance. That they are the only one with the capabilities to do all of the hacking, digital manipulation, and so forth that have caused you to be framed. However, we have word that they are not doing it for the artifacts, but for the money.
Then why?
Who knows when you are an anasite and getting into this particular position of power, perhaps they've managed to accrue some debts, or they're just eager for credits.
This is My goodness. My goodness. What have I gotten myself tangled up in, grandmother? And I think I addressed that to her as much as quite
Yes.
literally to grandmother Rat of just like, my God, what is going on?
I think all the priestesses of the Church of the Grandmother Rat probably just go by that as a.
I think probably, yes. This is not my literal grandmother, but in many ways she is grandmother.
Yes. She's all grandmothers. There's two ways that you can go about this. Try to fight this in the court in a couple days. We can provide you with a bit of representation if you.
I mean, we do know
need
all
it.
the lawyers.
Or you can get to. Well, I think your case would be strengthened if you had hold of those artifacts. Present them.
Couldn't agree
in a
more.
way.
Do we know anything about where they are?
Unfortunately, we think they've left the city.
Of course.
Oh.
Well, shoot.
Well,
To Magenta?
I mean, that was sort of what I was thinking. How
Yeah.
far outside the city? Like suborbit?
No, still on the planet.
Oh, no. I'm gonna need a parka, aren't I?
I'm afraid you will, my child. I'm afraid you will. And that's where we'll end it for tonight. I like that as a nice capper.
Patsy needs a parka.
The Ice Wells!
Well, the good news, everybody, Patsy gets a shopping montage.
Hey,
Yeah!
I love it.